Okay, everyone, we'll take questions for Micah and Brock.
You guys held Michigan to season low, 67 points. Talk about the defensive effort you guys had tonight. You forced them 22 turnovers.
I think our pressure and our ball screen coverage was really good. I think that was a big focus for us, but I think just you could see finishing plays, making sure everybody goes and rebounds. That was our biggest struggle tonight. So defense doesn't matter if we can't finish without a rebound.
Yeah, and kind of just following off that, I feel like Coach kind of mentioned it during his little post-game talk, but I feel like we initially executed our defensive game plan up until the point of finishing the play. So I feel like they got a lot of easy second chance opportunities off of scrambles and tip balls. So, I mean, I really feel like defensively we were solid for the most part, but I feel like the rebounding aspect and just the finishing plays aspect, we could have been much better tonight.
What goes into that with you guys already missing your starting center for the rest of the year? How do you overcome something like that?
Yeah, really, I mean, it just takes everyone has to dig deep and kind of make that extra effort, because obviously, a team like that, they were obviously on paper much bigger than we were, and we knew that coming in, but that's still not an excuse to get out-rebounded by however much it was. So it really just takes everyone making that extra effort to kind of dig deep and kind of not allow themselves to give up an offensive rebound. So I guess kind of just an effort thing.
Off that, I think it starts with me and Jaden too. I mean, our bigs go to war every single night. They had a 7'3" dude, another dude who's 6'9", so they're doing their job boxing out. Me and Jaden got to be better boxing out, making sure we crash and go rebound. We can't rely on our guys, especially with our center out. We got just less rotation at the 5 now. Our guys are gonna get tired, so we gotta make sure we're down there helping them rebound.
Playing in these tough games earlier in the season against a team like Michigan, how do you think going through these hard-fought battles will help you later down the season? I
think if you just saw the vibe in the locker room, there's no moral victories in this. This loss hurts. We thought we had chances to win this game. We thought we should have won this game. We thought earlier in the week that this was our game to win, and we don't think that we got beat. We think we kind of beat ourselves and kind of let them kind of come out and punk us throughout the second half, and I think we just got to learn how to put 40 minutes together. We had some really bright spots, but we also had some really low spots, so just kind of making sure that we could put 40 minutes together, and I think that's what you get to see in games like this, and that's why we have these games, so we can build, and when it matters, we can pull some things together.
Yeah, and we all know the league that we're in, the Big 12, from top to bottom, there's going to be games like this every night, so definitely just getting this experience early, and kind of learning off moments like this, I feel like it's going to help us down the line. In those 4-minute games, late game situations where we're either down 4, up 4, stuff like that. I feel like having this experience now is going to allow us to, kind of know what we need to do in those situations to kind of come out on the other end.
Micah, you spoke about effort a lot. How did your bodies feel out there for a game that requires a lot of effort, and what does recovery look like after a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a physical game. We all know that. It's hard, But, I mean, still, although it is a physical game, I still don't think we should use that as an excuse as to why we weren't able to, execute, because Coach has been emphasizing our rebounding for months now. So we knew that this was something that we need to improve on and something that was going to be a key emphasis for us to come out with the win. And obviously, as reflective on the stats, we didn't execute it well. So that's just something that we need to, acknowledge, learn from it, and kind of just get better going forward.
Brock, you said, obviously no moral victories, but with so many new faces on this team and new starting backcourt, can you talk about the growth that you've seen just in this first 2 weeks of the season, how that can propel you guys forward?
For sure. I mean, obviously we started with the lowest of lows, and then, we kind of made some adjustments at practice, came out the next 2 games, changed our intensity, kind of knew that we were going to have to be aggressors, and I think we did a good job of that. I think tonight we knew that they were a highly ranked team. We thought that really didn't mean anything to us. We were going to come out and kind of use our defensive pressure. We might not be as big as some teams, but we're really mobile. We got guys that can move at every position, so I think we try to use that to our advantage, and I think we had some really bright spots doing that. I just think figuring out how to be able to do that, but also finish it out with a rebound, and I think Coach is going to make sure that we do that these next couple of days of practice going into next week.
Brock, you led TCU in all 3 major counting categories tonight: points, rebounds, and assists. Do you take it upon yourself to kind of lead in all of those areas and set an example?
No, I think I just kind of, knowing coming into this game, that was kind of their defensive. They wanted to give up kind of mid-range jumpers, kind of just let me do what I wanted to do down there. I think we got some open shots and guys hit shots, and then rebounds kind of just came to me because our big guys were working as hard as they could to make sure that their guys didn't get the rebound. So I think if you look back, most of them just kind of came to me because I was down there, and our big guys were doing their job, making sure they boxed out and their guy wouldn't get the ball. So I think just stats just kind of came. Tonight was just my night. They just kind of let me do what I want to do. They knew I was a facilitator, so they kind of tried to stay home. So then I got to get a couple more shots tonight and made some of them.
Rock, you were brought here to be a leader. I guess from more of the mental side of the game, how much pride do you take kind of setting the tone from an aggressor standpoint?
For sure, I know in big games like this, there can be some nerves for some people. Just talking to guys, telling them to embrace those nerves. And then, during the game, just kind of trying to pressure the ball, get up, force turnovers, talk a little bit to our team, talk to the bench, talk to the fans, make sure everybody's involved. Just want to give a shout out to the fans too. They did great at coming out and supporting this game. They did all that they could, and they came here to make it a tough road environment. That was one of the best environments I've ever played in and had behind me, so that was awesome. But I think just making sure that we remember this feeling after the game too, that's kind of big. Just we got a lot of young guys on this team. We got guys that haven't played in games like this. Just kind of remembering these feelings, remembering the feeling of getting punked, being down 21 on the boards, just taking that with us throughout the season.
Anything else for these guys?
This is a long season, so how are you planning to take care of your bodies to make it as far as you want to go?
Yeah, as I was talking about, the physicality aspect of it, I feel like, recovery is definitely a huge part, kind of lasting in this type of conference. But our training staff, they do an excellent job of, taking care of us, and supplying us with the recovery that we need. So definitely, utilizing our off days. Tomorrow's an off day, and then we go back to it Sunday for our game on Wednesday. So definitely just, utilizing the things that they provide us, definitely is going to be important for the whole team going forward, especially since we're already short-handed.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Well, first off, I would thank the students for being there for us and believing in this team. And I believe in this team. I believe we can play better than we played today, and that's what I told them. I believe that we can put together a pretty good defense to guard their ball screens and disrupting them. And I think that had something to do with their turnovers and field goal percentage. So I was proud of our guys in that regard. So we can do these things. We can put together a plan and put it out there against a good team, a very good team. But at the end of the day, you just can't get out rebounded by that kind of number. And I've got to do a better job of getting them to understand the rebounding numbers and what we have to do. And when your goal is to out rebound them by 10, you get out rebounded by 21. You're coming up a bit short. So that's on me. And I've got to get that message across. Offensively, I just was really disappointed in our execution. And the guys playing some different spots that they've been playing it more lately. We've got to do a better job with it, but we're not. And we practice one way, and we just don't seem to sustain in the games. And I give them credit. They've got obviously very good players, the best in the country. The guys that went and got her, everybody wanted. So I give them credit, but you've got to finish that game. And the biggest stretch, I think, was being up 6 and just not being able to get a good look after that. And that was just decision making. So extremely disappointed. I know we're a better team than that, and we've got to do a job. We did some things well. So it shows that we can, but not the things well that we wanted to, especially on the offensive end. So, thank you.
You talked about the rebounding deficit. How much of that is just not having Malik out there, and how do you overcome something like that?
Yeah, I mean, there obviously is, but I mean, we've got to find the way, and I mean, it's your starting center, so yeah, I mean, but we have to. By the way, the surgery went well. I talked to him yesterday. The surgery went well, and he was in good spirits, but. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. I mean, you and no one's. There's. Like I was going to say, you can't add anybody. Well, people are adding people at semester, but yes, you can now. But we are. This is a situation we're in, and we have the guys to do it, and we have the guys, and we had 40 minutes of. 5-man play, and we just didn't get it done in that area. But it was other guys as well. So when your guard is your leading rebounder at 6, and the next guy's at 3, you're the smallest guy on the floor. That's not a good sign. So I got to do a better job. I'm going to watch it here right now and see why we're not getting. I thought our shots caused part of it. Like we weren't getting enough offensive rebounds on the 31. What did we miss? 39 shots. 39 shots, we only get 10 offensive rebounds. That's not a good percentage. So I think some of that was our shot selection, our decision making. And sure, they were going to challenge some, but that should allow some to become rebounds, offensive rebounds for us. So I'm going to get us better. I'm going to get it across, and we're going to play better as a unit. And again, I go back to defensively. I think we did some good things to force those turnovers, and we were pretty good on that game plan. And so it shows that we can put something out there, and we can do something to make us better, and it can improve in 2 days in an area. But I think our offensive struggles were I thought we had made some improvements, some corrections, and gotten back to where we were. We didn't, and so that's on me.
I guess in a hard-fought game like that, what are the biggest positives you took out of it?
Like I said, the defensive package that we put together, it was good. I mean, but then you got to finish the play. I mean, if you get 22 turnovers and they shoot 43%, you should win the game. But the only way you don't is if you get out rebounded by 21, and that's the thing. So. That's we gave up too many layups. Some of that was caused by the offensive rebounding. So that's again. I think defensively, the initial defense was good and good enough to win a game, but our offense has let us down, and our rebounding let us down.
How did you feel about the three-point attack? Did you feel like you got shots that didn't fall, or that it was more?
No, we had a game where we didn't shoot it, and we missed shots, which is going to happen once in a while. It's not going to happen a lot, but I didn't think we got the shots we wanted to get. The percentage is slightly down from where we need to be, but not that much. We need to get more offensive rebounds. We need them to get less defensive rebounds. That's the simplest way to put it, the most obvious way to put it. I think, and I'm going to look at it, I didn't think our shots were as good as they needed to be against a good team that had the chance. If you took tough shots, they were going to, and you weren't going to have guys go on the glass because of the shot selection. You're going to hurt yourself, and that's what I think was really the concern offensively. We had moments, as we have, but we can't sustain good offense right now. We can't sustain. It's a battle that we interestingly have gone the wrong way on, and and granted, they do some things. They have obviously elite size and length and old. I mean, they've got all the things you want. There's obviously a reason, and but it doesn't mean you can't execute your stuff. And we got to be better and be more disciplined and more prepared to execute. And that's on me for not getting them to do it. So again, I thank the fans and students for. Being there to believe in us, and I'm disappointed that we let them down. But I know we're better in this, and we're going to get better play from each and every guy. That's what I believe. I believe that going forward, and that's what I told them there today in the locker room.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you.